don't give it to you raw, I don't give it to you at all. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? I don't give this shit to you raw. I don't give it to you at all. Because the way that I think of this shit is unlike anybody else. I'm not trying to kiss the ass of anybody. I don't really even... I'm not getting shit from anybody, understand? Not no YouTubes, not no Netflix, Hulu's, Nintendo's, PlayStation's, Microsoft's, none of them bitches. So fuck them. This is why I'm giving this shit to you as is. You like it, you hate it, I don't give a fuck. Giving this shit to you raw from my point of view. It is what it is. Pardon me. That's why I speak on what I speak on. When I speak on PlayStation, I speak on PlayStation because I'm not getting paid by them. When I speak on Xbox, I'm not getting paid by them. I don't really speak on Nintendo because everybody speaks on Nintendo. Everybody. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon. You feel me? I like to go against the grain. When everybody talks shit on a product, why would I talk shit on a product? You feel me? That's just easy. When I talk shit about Nintendo, I'm going to point out what nobody else is pointing out. You get what I'm saying? I watch the videos of people talking about Nintendo, so I know what not to say. Which is why when I made that video talking about if you're talking shit about Nintendo, why not mention this? I mentioned a whole bunch of shit nobody even thought about saying. Okay? Which was the fact that the fucking Pro controller looked like a damn Xbox. Why didn't nobody say that? Nobody thought of that shit. They were all too busy talking about everything else. Nobody else said, hey, that shit looks like a fucking Xbox controller. Not till later on down the fucking road. You see what I'm saying? I say shit different. You get what I mean? You don't have to like it. You don't even have to like my delivery of this shit. Okay? But it's raw. It's definitely uncut. And that's how I deliver the shit to you. You get what I'm saying? I definitely pick on PlayStation. Because PlayStation, to me, even though I've owned every one of them, has been the Mr. Me Too company. I know how they came about. I know they worked closely with Nintendo, just like Microsoft worked closely with Sega. I know that. But everybody's got it in their mindset now that PlayStation is a gaming company. I don't know how we got to that point in society. I don't know. I think people like rebooted their brains and thought Sony is a game developer and it's a gaming company. It's never been the case. The only gaming company that even exists now is this one. And they're not even showing up to the gaming expo, E3. They're not even going to be there. A gaming conference is not even going to have the gaming company. Let that seep into your brain. Now, I'm not saying PlayStation isn't a gaming station. I'm not saying Xbox isn't a gaming station. I'm saying the companies that represent them are not gaming companies. Now, let that seep into your brain, because that seems to be one thing a lot of people who watch my videos have a hard time understanding. Sony is not a gaming company. Never has been and never fucking will be. I don't care if all they have under their namesake after they sell off everything is PlayStation. in history, when you look up Sony in the history books, it will never say gaming company. Never, ever. You will always have Goodwills and thrift shops, which carry Sony DVD players, Sony VCRs, Sony telephones, all that shit. That's why they exist. You have antique shops as well, which carry that shit. Sony, you will never be Nintendo or Sega. Never. Understand that? Same thing with fucking Microsoft Xbox. You can never be, no matter how hard you try, you can never be something you never were, which is a gaming company. Even if you buy up the Nintendo 64's version of fucking Naughty Dog of today, which would be Rareware. Okay? Which I said that backwards if you pay any attention. Okay? Which Naughty Dog is today's Rareware of Nintendo 64. See? Okay. Now that we've clarified that, I pick on those companies because society, customers, you and I, have fucked the industry so bad that gaming companies, I keep picking up the Switch games because I'm not at my house, because this is the only gaming company games that are at this house. By Nintendo, because I went to my house and got these. Because we put in, or at the top of a gaming industry, we put at the very top two companies that are not gamers. They never have been. Sure, they got help from gaming companies, but they're never going to be gaming companies. They get games made by studios that they bought. They don't have in-house studios that make their games. Okay? Microsoft, they depend on Lionhead. Or they did. They depended on Remedy. Sony depends on other people. A lot of other people. They don't have in-house studios like Nintendo does. They never will. Do you not understand that? Does it not resonate up here in your mind that the two that you put up top, at the very top of gaming right now, have nothing to do with gaming at the end of the day? I mean, I get it. I truly get it. But it fucking just blows my mind when I make a video talking about fuck Sony and fuck the PS4 and fuck everything about the PS4 because the PS4 is a piece of shit. Even though it might have some good games, but it rehashes like 80% of last gen's fucking shit on there because they fucked over last gen. And people are like, oh man, that's fucking bullshit. It sold so much better than whatever the hell it is you like. And I'm like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that all you morons bought into something when it's fucking up the industry. And you're complaining about the way the industry is, but not doing anything about it. E3 is a huge gaming thing. It's about games. And the one gaming company in existence is not coming. And that doesn't bother anybody. That's what I'm talking about. It should bother everybody that the one gaming company isn't showing up to a gaming convention. That should bug you. This E3 should be gaming software convention from now on, because it's all you're going to have is software fucking developers. I don't know if a gaming company will ever show back up. And it should bug you. If Nintendo goes under, like a lot of people keep hoping, the industry is gone. It's just gone. Because Sony will die. It will fucking die. And Xbox will fade to black. That's not a question of will it happen? It's a matter of when it happens. Sony as a company is liquidating everything now. Liquidating everything. Why do you think they're trying to sell off their movie studio? Why do you think they sold off their computers? Why do you think they don't have their phones anymore? What do you think they're doing? They're selling off everything in hopes to keep PlayStation afloat. Because it's the only thing making money right now. Are you that dense? Are you that stupid? Are you not seeing what's going on with Xbox? Xbox doesn't believe in hardcore exclusives on the Xbox piece of plastic, fading Xbox completely out. Phil can say whatever he wants, but if you don't have a reason to buy your piece of plastic, multiplads are going to just be on PlayStation for as long as it's around. People are going to go and just be on the PC because fuck the Xbox. That's just the way it's going to happen. And it's going to come down to Sony versus Nintendo. A gaming company will always win when the company that isn't a gaming company is liquidating all of its assets. Are you that dense? Open your eyes. I don't care if Sony has God of War, Days Gone, Detroit Becoming Human. I don't give a damn. Because Sony isn't the one making those games. They own a studio making those games, but they don't own making those games. Are you that fucking dumb? And the answer to that question is 90% of the population out there is yes, you are. Because you believe Sony, SOE, made that game. And they haven't made a game since the PS2. Because they combined in to make, DC Online? And that got hacked on the PS3. And that became free. And you wonder, the fuck happened? Again, I will run that by you one more again. E3, a big gaming conference, doesn't have the last gaming company coming to it. They don't come to it anymore. And it doesn't bother anybody. Bugs the shit out of me. Bugs the shit out of me. Sony is not a gaming company, never will be, never has been. Only can dream about it, but they're liquidating the fuck out of their assets. Xbox is owned by Microsoft. Not a gaming company, never will be. Is fading Xbox out by the way they're handling everything. They have no exclusive. They have Halo, but it's also available on PC. Slowly but surely, Xbox is going to fade to black. With Xbox fading out and becoming PC, basically, that leaves PlayStation to go square up against Nintendo. And a company like PlayStation that is going to die slowly, because when you run out of ways to support PlayStation, PlayStation either sinks or swims. And eventually it's going to sink because Sony's name alone will not save it. Nintendo will be victorious here because it is, what? A gaming company at the end of the day. Your last gaming company. They will be there at the end. They were here at the beginning when gaming was going down. Okay? I'm not trying to fanboy for Nintendo. I'm just giving you shit as I see it. Raw. The thing is what I said at the beginning. Raw. That's how I'm giving you this. Whether you love it, whether you hate it, I don't give a damn. The point is, Sony's not a gaming company. Microsoft, not a gaming company. Microsoft makes computers, not games. Sony makes hardware, not games. Both of them can and probably will fade to black when it comes to their pieces of plastic over the next 5 or so years. Sony within the next 3 or so, with the way they're handling the liquidations. The quicker you come to realities on this, the sooner you can probably get over everything going on, and the better you will probably be. I'm not saying you should go to Nintendo and everything, but I'm probably going to say you should probably look at what the Switch is doing and see the possibilities of what the Switch can do, because the Switch is a danger to everything because of the left turn it can take. PlayStation is not ready for that. They'll never be ready for that. And Xbox is definitely not going to do that. That is a fucking hard turn the industry's going to take. And financially, both of those are not ready for it. Financially, both of those are not ready, nor can they financially handle it. And again, what I told you was, this is all from me, my standpoint, my take. I don't give a damn about, oh, it's an opinion piece, oh, it's da. Yes, this is my opinion. This is how I'm seeing it. I'm not fanboying for Nintendo. I'm not doing anything to down Sony or Xbox. But they're not gaming companies. Never have been, never will. Sony's a Me Too company. And Xbox is a, hey, we can do it too. They just didn't go as hard as Sony. That's honesty. Whether you agree with that or not, that's on you. But PlayStation is a definite Me Too company. Look at their handhelds. And look at VR. If you don't think they're a Me Too company, something's wrong with you. Because everything they've done is a, we can do it too. They did VCRs, TVs, DVD players, CD players. They've done everything under the sun. Some of it successful, some of it not. The gaming aspect side of it's the part I'm talking about. Nintendo was in handhelds first. Sony got into handhelds because Nintendo's in handhelds. And their handhelds never succeeded, even though the handheld market is very successful. That's a Me Too phase. That is what that is. VR. HTC Vive and Oculus. They have not done anything very successful. Nobody knows where VR is going. Sony does a VR headset. That's a Me Too phase. That's not a, we're doing this to actually fucking show you how to do this. That's a, we can do it too. Yes, we can. Me too. Me too. That's all that is. You know what Me Too gets you in the fucking business world? Gets you out of business. They're not pushing their products. They're not making any money off their products. Sure, the base model PS4 sold 50 plus million units. And I'm happy about that. But we have to be looking at this from a whole different angle. Now, I told y'all several times, this is me giving you complete raw shit. How I see things when I'm looking at things from a different angle. Because I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, how I see it. Because so many people are up that ass, riding that dick all day for their preferred console, whether it be Nintendo, Microsoft, or fucking Sony. I don't give a damn. I'm not paid or affiliated with any of them. I grew up on Nintendo. I know the difference between a gaming company because I played Sega and Nintendo when I was a child. And I know the difference between a computer company and a hardware company. Do you?